Yo, good morning. So I decided to take two trades, okay? I gotta turn on the light, turn in the dark. You guys like that? Check this out. Check this out, guys. Here's night. Pretty fucking cool, right, man? That's really cool. I got my little light here on the side. Pretty cool. It's a globe. Got my Bitcoin sign here. You guys see that? I got it all. I gotta make sure I have nice stuff because I like pretty things. So anyways, yeah, this is actually way better. I'm in two trades right now. Okay. I'm in two trades. One's a long, one's a short. So the trade that I'm in is a near short and an ICX long. Now let's go over the logic between both of these guys, why I'm kind of counter trading and not going with the trend. First of all, not every single coin is going to correlate directly to Bitcoin. What we're seeing is that Bitcoin is nearing a support level right here that has been forming for a few solid good days now. And it also coincides directly at the golden ratio, pretty much, like right slightly above it. So Bitcoin might be inching towards there right now, but we might have hit it already if Bitcoin is considered a range at support. The 4-hour did show a doji, which gives signal to a lot of other coins that might potentially bounce to the upside. Okay, and then there are other coins that didn't exactly agree with Bitcoin and it did completely different things. Let's talk about two coins that ended up doing very different things. Okay, and we're going to talk about Near and Bitcoin. Okay, one's Near, one's Bitcoin. Okay, so do you guys see my cursor right here? Okay, see my cursor? Let's zoom out. So do you guys see on the left side, the cursors are at the exact same places. Do you guys see how as I'm moving up towards Near right here, when Bitcoin is dropping, Bitcoin dropped over here, like over there, okay? Bitcoin dropped, but as you see, as Bitcoin's dropping, Near just goes up. Near goes up, right? And then goes up quite a bit actually. And then here, Bitcoin's dropping, and then Near just continues to go up anyways. And it doesn't move up literally 20% since the 9th, whereas Bitcoin just ended up falling down. So it didn't really correlate to it directly in any way whatsoever. So Near was a really good opportunity to short earlier. Not only that, if you see it's at the golden ratio, and I shorted it two times, where I'm up 3,600 on it. Going out to a higher time frame, we have to wonder. That's most likely just an A. The B ends up stalling here. It ends up stalling very hard at the golden ratio, going the upside. So now the question is, where is C? Okay. And then if you take a look at a basic Elliot wave structure, when we have an impulse wave that goes upwards, any impulse wave, it could be waves 1, 3, or 5, right? Or sorry, 1 or 3, you can say. There's usually a corrective wave that comes down. I like to be very basic and consider it just an ABC, something like that. So with an ABC corrective wave, what we're trying to do is isolate it to 5 waves down here, where you get a run down, and then on the B wave, there's 3 corrective waves upwards, and then on the downside here, you see 5 more. Okay, I know it's hard to see it properly, but that's kind of how it is. Okay. So then you notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then A, B, C, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called a 5, 3, 5 pattern coming to the downside. A 5, 3, 5 zigzag. Okay. Now let me show you very closely in here. What we can see is that this right here in particular barely retraced. So then the next wave retraces higher. And then we see a very truncated wave in there. If we go into it further, we can see it 1, 2, it breaks down to 3, 4, 5. It really does subdivide nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. So it finishes with a truncated wave. And the 5 one was more so extended. that means that this completed an entire wave coming to the downside, and we see that it's a very beautiful wave here. I'm going to make this blue so it's very visible and very thick here as well. So we know that this is now most likely an A wave to the downside. Okay, and because that's now considered my A wave right here, which I'll make blue to make visible, we must consider this possible corrective wave according to Elliot, that's a corrective wave, and it hits literally at the golden ratio. Because it hits at the golden ratio, I must assume that it's near the top, especially when it slightly gets to the top range, breaks above this. So what I would recommend to everybody, and then it comes back down, that's what I'm saying, is I would recommend to everybody to double click here on your Fibonacci, go to an empty one, go to any empty one. Like I only keep 0 to 1. If you notice, I only keep 0 to 1. I don't keep the other ones on there because I don't know how to use them, and I've never learned how to use them. So sorry for clicking there a lot. And then just click on an empty one. Okay, and any empty one like that, choose yellow, go to 0.65. That's called the golden pocket. Okay, the golden pocket is a range between, whoops, I should probably make that yellow. This one's yellow, believe it or not. Or this one's yellow, believe it or not. It doesn't look yellow, but it is on my computer. So then you see a little tiny gap between the golden ratio and the golden pocket. So this is called the golden pocket. It's a small zone that likes to catch it. Okay, so here's my position again. I'm up about $600-700 on both of them combined. One of them is a position for $42,000 shorting near, and the other one for ICX is a $65,000 position longing ICX to combine with the total of about 100K. Okay, I've only got about 40K in this account. I don't keep more than 40 ever, and I've always leveraged between 2 to 3 times, and that's what I'm used to, and I can easily do the math. So I take a look at near here, and I see that this is most likely the ABC corrective structure. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make the A, and this one here is very difficult to spot. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I would assume it's somewhere in there. So now I'm seeing the ABC structure complete. Okay, just like that. Sloppy, but definitely doable here. Up about $800 now. Really good trades so far. So because the ABC structure is in, and I basically see this one here, it was very easy to count in my opinion because that one was so extended. And I was really unsure about it, to be honest. I never checked this yet though. Is it a 1-to-1? It's not a 1-to-1, so it like confuses the shit out of me, this particular wave. But nevertheless, you see it rejecting and it worked, so I'm really uncertain. Wave 3 cannot be the smallest. It must be the biggest. And make sure you guys are curious about my course that I have. Okay, I don't like to shill my stuff, but right now I'm doing a $1,000 giveaway on Twitter. So all you gotta do is like it, retweet it, and comment positively. And this is also a link to sign up for my monthly Discord where it's only $50 a month. And for the year, it would be $600 a year, right? So if you sign up for it yearly, where you pay the $600 up front by crypto, you actually get the $450 course for free. Normally it's $1,050 altogether, but it's only $600, so you save $450. I know to a lot of people it seems a little bit pricey, but keep in mind that you're getting a really good community to work with. I was the #1 trader at Bitcoin.com in 2018. I've been asked to pretty much live trade and demo every platform that's ever been made. So, the reputation speaks for itself. I'm constantly active. I'm always engaging with people as well. More importantly, I'm a good educator. Very good educator in terms of explaining things to people that can understand. And you need to understand that it's so important to invest in yourself, okay? Investing in yourself is like an education, like a tuition that you're paying. Trying to figure this out by yourself is really difficult. And the reason why I started this Discord group, why I created these courses, is mainly because I want to simplify the process for everybody, right? And I'm just a real person as well. And obviously there's some business side to it, but it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone where we're both mutually benefiting as well. And I think it's really important to focus on your education, Because if you do this by yourself, it can get very, very daunting. So give it a shot, guys. Just try it for 1 month. See how you like it, right? It's $50 for the first month. You just might come out really far ahead, especially with all the lessons that I have. The lessons, the long lessons are ridiculously nice. And the short lessons, I got 86 short lessons now and 41 long lessons. I give lessons like how to catch a big dip, right? I tell people my favorite strategies. It's really engaging channel. All the BTC analysis goes here almost every day. 3 times a week lately. And also top picks. I tell everybody, like here, I told everybody my pick for ICX and near before you guys saw the video. That's why I'm up now $1,100 on this trade. Very nice. Okay, let's just keep riding it because I think I'm going to be able to ride both of them extremely well. Okay, so then near here gets a C. So now there must be some other wave coming down, okay? Because the A is finished there, and now the B is finished here, does that mean that there's another wave coming down? Most likely, right? There's most likely some other wave coming down, in my opinion. There's gotta be. That's why I shorted it, and I might actually ride this a lot longer than I'm comfortable with, than I normally ride things. But I think it's worth my time to be invested in this trade from a swing perspective. I'm not really looking at RSI or anything too much, but if I did have to look at it, the 1 hour is about to cross down. 45 minutes crossing down hard right now already. 30 minutes down, 20 minutes down, 50 minutes down, 10 minutes down. So this trade was nailed once again by using a combination of Elliot Wave Theory, where you're counting the fractals that subdivide, and then you're seeing a counter wave to the upside. And then after that, we're seeing another possible impulse wave move to the downside. So that's a really good opportunity. So I shorted it earlier with this particular trade here. I was able to get, how much here? I think it was $2,300 shorting it literally at the golden ratio. It hit the golden ratio. I just happened to coincidentally wake up, right? And I counted this 5 down. I saw this wave going to the upside, and it was this one I actually caught right here. Okay, it was that trade right here. See the timestamp? Timestamp here is that. Actually, no, it wasn't. Ah, my bad, my bad. I thought it was. My mistake there. So, am I in the right time zone? No, I'm not in the right time zone. That's why I was a little bit confused. Hold on, 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm in +3, Istanbul. There we go. So yeah, I shorted it. I shorted it right around here, okay? Right around there, actually. Yeah, right there as it hit the first one. First one hits right there, and I shorted it right as soon as I noticed it. So now we're up about $930 right now on near already. It's just dropping right now on the higher time frames. If you look on the higher time frame, okay, you might not notice a big drop here if you're watching on 1 minute. It's like looks really small. But look at this now. Look at it on the 20 minute. Does that look crazy? So now we're trying to hammer down over here. This was a really good support. See that red resistance I drew? That red resistance is really powerful. And then it became a support. It bounced the first time here. And then after that, it fell down. So the reason it broke below it. So the reason I entered it is because of this one on this particular trade here. 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 there, 5. And now I think that that's the top of a B, and it's starting its waves down. So now I'm starting to see this as really strong momentum to come down. Really, really strong. So then I entered it on a retracement up. I never caught it up. I caught one trade up there, and I took my profit near here. I expected a bounce, and then what I like to do is I like to enter on a retracement on the top side where I start to see it very bearish. So that was a really good short in my opinion for why I entered that particular position, where I'm now up $1,000 for a really solid trade this morning. Now let's move on to ICX. ICX, and don't be scared of learning new things when it comes to trading. Trading is one of those things where it takes a lot of time to learn how to trade properly and to especially develop a system that works for you. What I do may not necessarily work for you because I have a different personality. I have different traits, you have different traits. I have different strengths, you have different strengths, right? What I might not be good at, you might be much better at. For example, you might have more patience than me riding to take bigger profits for swinging. And I can't personally swing well because I'm a very impatient trader that thrives on the adrenaline of trading, and it's just my preferred style. I also love to short. If you've noticed, my ability to short is much stronger than my ability to long. I'm not a good long trader, so you can kind of tell already that that I'm not really good at longing in any way here. So I'm still gonna let this drop right here for near, and I'm gonna focus on this now for ICX. So if you take a look on ICX, okay, ICX for the percentage move, what you're gonna see is, well, actually it's still, yesterday was more. What I've noticed is that ICX yesterday dropped a lot. Combined with today, it actually dropped almost the most. And I'm gonna go over it with you guys here, okay? I don't know why that's so really weird. Okay, that's why. So let's go over basically the 2 days from the 28th to the 30th. What you're seeing is a 30% drop. Now the waves are not countable. What I like to do is I always trade differently for each coin. Not every single coin will be able to use the same strategy. We have to be able to identify certain confluent reasons that gives us an edge or an advantage or a reason, or gives us an idea that it leans one way more than the other, right? So that's kind of my philosophy of trading. I like to hunt for clues that looks from a technical perspective that leans it one side more than the other. And I personally believe that technical analysis is a really strong background to have, and you might prefer to trade, for example, fundamental and technical, whereas I personally prefer to trade with 100% technical because of my personal beliefs. My personal belief is that everything is reflected in a chart already, and we're able to see everything that happens in a chart. Okay, so now just checking my P&L here, I'm going to go to near. Taking a little bit long. Okay, it still broke below it. All right, that's great. I'm happy with the way things are. So I'm not able to do an Elliott wave count on here. I'm not able to identify map RSI as well, really well, right, where it's bullishly diverging in any way. Like there's no bullish signs here at all. Maybe on the 30-minute chart between that peak and that one, but that's about it. But that's still grasping on straws, still stretching it. Okay, but if I zoom out really far. Okay, if I zoom, like literally just zooming out. Oh, sorry, not not there. Maybe this one I meant to say. These are very powerful. Of course, it can be subjective. It can be subjective, right? You can move it higher, you can move it lower. Draw it to the best of your ability that intersects multiple points. Okay? That intercepts multiple points. And then you have yourself a really beautiful trend line. And if you look at it on the lower time frame, what you're noticing is that we're crossing over to the upside now on the 20-minute chart, which is beautiful. And the 30-minute is going to most likely cross over there as well, in my opinion. So I like the way that it's looking right now, where it looks like it's going to cave to the upside. Okay, I'm looking for some bullish signs here, and I do see a little bit. Like I see it's getting a higher low on the 15, higher low there. And more importantly, I'm seeing this. Okay, I'm seeing it break out. I see it broken to the upside. Touch, touch. Here's the break. There's the break right around there. Bounce, right? So here's the bounce off of it right there. Off of the 55 EMA and the 1-minute chart. Very strong. If you've noticed here, this might be considered one entire wave, so I'm unsure of it. What I see is it's sloping down, so this could be a 1 somewhere in ABC where the B is truncated there. So in my opinion, it could be just right here. Then this goes A, B, C, so it goes like that. And this one could just have been the big drop, up and boom, just like that. That seems to make a lot of sense to me. And I like that particular trade where it makes over a 1-to-1 and a 1618 extension on the very bottom. So if I'm able to identify 5 waves there, that means that I'm most likely going to trade just this particular structure for a scalp. Okay, I'm going to trade just this structure right here for a very short-term trade. And I right now get a 11.2% drop. So my risk to reward on this particular trade is entering about right now. You can say I'm going to target about 2.5%. Now I always take my stop loss at a point where my bias is now proved wrong. Okay, my bias would be proved wrong. I'm going to take about a 1% loss here if it goes back into this particular place. But first of all, I want to talk about the RR, which is 2.57 to 1. 1% loss, 2.7% possible win. Okay, so that's a really reasonable RR to me. So now if we have this particular trend line that it spent literally how long here? It spent 3-4 hours to break upwards. If we go back to the downside of the blue line, and then we go back even further to get close to these lows here, my bias will now have been broken in terms of I'm not bullish anymore. Because why would I be bullish when it gets back into this particular region over here, that region in here? So now I got to make sure that I stick to my stop loss, and then we're going to go from there. So now I'm still up about $1,000 on ICX right now. Broken even, or sorry, on near, and broken even on ICX right now. But if this pops to the upside, we're going to be able to get a really nice profit on it. And back to near, I see that it cannot break above here. Because it cannot break above there, I can confidently say that it tried to bounce here. I'm on near now, by the way, just sorry for switching back and forth. I can confidently say that because it broke below here, around the 14.8 region, and it bounced there the first time, couldn't break it, and now it breaks below it, I'm confident to say there's not a strong chance it's going to go back to the upside. Therefore, perhaps some good scalp opportunity would be to take it with another 2% profit down over here. If you see this particular trend line on near, I would probably say that now this is a really good take profit zone. 14.33, right around there, of heavy reaction that we're gonna most likely get. Okay, so I'm very confident in my trade so far. And right now, as for ICX, not really anything happening yet. I don't know why that just flashed like that. That was weird. Did you guys just see that go to 500 for a second? I was like going back and forth. See that? That's so weird. Do you guys see that? Look. Oh, because it's calculating. That's why. When I switch back and forth to the charts, they both go to like 500 something. That's really weird. I've never seen that before. So anyways, so right now ICX, I'm still gonna ride this guy to see if there's a bounce right here. Notice how it's bouncing right now, okay? This is just the first impulse wave upwards. Now there could be another one really strong going up. The 15-minute MACD crossed over, the 20-minute crossed over, the 30-minute is about to cross over as well. Okay, so there's a good opportunity, and I'm gonna seize it. And we'll just go from there, and I'll be back to update you soon. So in a trade like this, I'm always gonna watch. So there's a wick here, right? See this wick here that rejected about 1/3%? To me, I'm a scalper and day trader, so I notice things like this, right? But I reassure myself, like I don't need to take the profit, because I reassure myself that it broke below the red line. Let me clear some of this up for you now, okay? Make it a little bit cleaner. Hi, Callie. Hi, Callie. Hi, Callie. You grumpy? Hi. 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 Do you guys hear her? Hi, Callie. Hi, Callie. You have to move from under my seat, little one. She's so needy. Callie. Okay. You wanna come on my chair? Okay. Okay. Oh, she jumped all the way down. Get away from me. Sorry, guys, I couldn't pause it. I'm going to pause it for a sec. So this is what my cat does. She begs me for attention until she can come on my chair. You guys see her right here? This is Callie. Guys, this is my sidekick. You guys see her? Right here. This is my sidekick. She always begs me to get on the chair until I pick her up to put on. Hi, Callie. Hi, Callie. Best trader, best trading partner. She's a better trading partner than my dog in Winnipeg, back home in Canada, Luna, because she's super sweet. Like, she's just super sweet. Here's the positions I'm in right now. Up $1,200 near short, and up $90 on an ICX long. Decided to short near because of many complicated reasons that I'm giving you guys a live trading video for right now. I'm recording. ICX seems like there's a good bounce opportunity because we're reaching a huge support right there. 5 waves are in, bullishly diverging on the lower time frames. Broke out of the 1 minute slope support there. So, oh, you guys can't even see right there, right? This is my trade right now. Do really good, up 5,000, 6,000 or something this morning so far. Say bye, Callie. Callie, say bye. You guys hear her? Say bye, Callie. You guys hear her? Bye, Callie. Okay, so I ended up screwing up because I went to go have breakfast with the Raz. And then I missed my profit way down over here, which was like an hour ago. Ha! Then I got all the way to the top side. I thought it was gonna break upwards, and then I closed my profit for $200, and then I re-entered. So I'm up 800 on it, plus another 200, so that's 1,000. And now ICX is also breaking to the upside. Broke up pretty nicely so far, 500 up. So I'm up $1,300 together, plus the other 200. So $1,500 trade is not bad so far. Kind of just chilling right now. I'm having breakfast still, but I wanted to get back on the computer right away. I added a little bit more size. I'm playing 70,000 for near, and I'm playing 65,000 for ICX. So I'm playing 135 altogether. 2 wicks right here, so I'm kind of nervous about it, but it's channeling. So because it's channeling, seems like it's gonna hit the bottom side again, doesn't it? So I should be waiting another 1.5%. ICX doesn't really break to the upside. It ends up getting rejected. Sad. Thought I was going to do a lot better than that, to be quite honest. Let's see if it holds above here, okay? ICX needs to hold above this particular region. Right there. So I might just take my profit and call it right now because I'm very tired today. We'll see soon. Okay, I'm just going to take my profit here for near. So nearest profit here is $860. I'm happy with that. Out of it. Boom. And ICX, I'm going to ride this guy a little bit further because I'm pretty bullish on it altogether. See how it broke out of the red here? The red resistance, and now it's bouncing off of it. If we get back in there, I'm going to be pretty bearish on it. I don't think we will, though. I think we're going to get a nice rally. I missed this rally right there, though, for 1.5%. Perhaps I should have taken my profit because I'm just not in the mood to trade anymore right now today. But I want to make this video for you guys anyways. Alright, so here we go for ICX, guys. So we're up 200 from the first short, then 800 taking profit from the other one. And this one, we're now up 1,200. So we're up $2,000 altogether on this live trade of mine. There's not much else to narrate, to be quite honest. So I'm up a lot today, a pretty good amount here. So it's probably gonna shoot past this resistance and find the resistance at 135, I'm guessing. Or it could just end up retracing the entire way, like a really large amount to 136 ranges, which seems like it's gonna do. Bitcoin seems to be picking up right now. It seems to be picking up at this particular support over here. So the best interest is to hold this position on ICX, guys. There's no reason whatsoever to even consider closing it. This is the range of BTC support. It doesn't always hit an exact number. It ends up taking, hitting a range, and then it goes. So right now, we got one crossover, 1, 2, this is the third crossover in the hour, which is pretty bullish right now. So I can't see any reason to exit this position of mine. BTC is making a really good move, in my opinion. Wants to really shoot up. ICX is going up as well, but I'm so tired today. I don't think I want to trade this anymore. This was the original position of mine. buying it on the breakout basically, setting your stop loss below this region, which would then confirm that your bias is now wrong. Okay, so now we're up 1,000 from last trades together and 1,500 from here. So that's a good $2,500 profit that I have right now. So if you guys are curious about getting these signals of mine, which are not really signals, but more so I educate the group and I tell everybody the exact position with the exact risk to reward that I'm going to take. You can take the information however you want and digest it, right? You can, and then after that, it's really up to you guys to make the call and to pull the trigger or not. But I really don't want to be trading anymore today. I'm so tired, guys. I've been up all night again. But this could retrace a really stupid amount. So it's like maybe I should ride it a little bit more. It should be making a decent retracement. I mean, what if it went up all the way to there? 7-8% more I could be making on 6K. So that's another possible $5,000 I could be making. I don't think we're going to find resistance there, really. I think we're going to probably end up just, I don't know, maybe there, something like that. That might be stretching it, but that could really still be going hard up there. I really don't want to be grasping, you know, on like, but that seems to be really good right around there. So I'm just gonna let it fly another 0.5% or so, and then take my profit here. So really nice trade here that we took. Fuck it, I'm too tired, guys. I don't want to be in this trade anymore. It's so dead on ICX. The volume really dropped to like 268 or so. It's not really a lot of volume. So I will take my profit. Ready? I hope that there's liquidity. It barely moved. So I ended up making $1,400 from that. Bam, guys. I took in $2,600 on this live trade. Scalping. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see a lot of you guys join my Discord group. It's $50 a month. If you join it for a year, you also get my course for free. So you would pay $600 instead of $1,050, and you pay $600 by crypto, just DM me, and you get the course for free. It's a pretty good deal. Anyways, have a good night. Bam, $2,500.